one. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody. This is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hated the love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Set to go now on a prototypical rainy northwestern afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that option.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
He had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right. And it winds up an empty possession.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten. It's quite a big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. Bar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tack, and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Caught left side, it's Beckham. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots, powered forward, and got the first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Up the middle, here's Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cook up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started in the NFC. Arizona playing host to visiting Washington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told him exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn you around and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll keep it himself. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly. Back as it brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 11. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ball start.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes this to Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Hand off here to Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 4. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and 4.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Vikings, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.